What is up, Playnation? Welcome back to another play recap. In this one, we'll be covering Dido, Queen of Carthage. First, let's get to the playwright, Christopher Marlowe. Christopher Marlowe was considered a wonderful playwright of his time. However, many conflicts arose in his life. Many people suspected that Christopher Marlowe was a spy for the Queen. But did you know he was also suspected to be a heretic, an atheist, and counterfeit, and a queer man? Yuck. As you may know, Christopher Marlowe died in a pub fight after the man stabbed him in self-defense, though people believe that ties to his spy life and the man killed him as Queen's orders. Without further ado, let's get into the play.
In Act 1, Scene 1, Ganymede, a shepherd boy, and Jupiter are messing around. Jupiter is married to a woman named Juno. Ganymede makes a snark remark, and Jupiter threatens to kill his own wife. In this scene, Venus walks up to Jupiter and begs him to save her son, Aeneas, from a storm that his wife had caused. To her surprise, he said yes. Venus then goes to make sure that the ship has landed safely in Carthage. In disguise, she convinces her son to go to Dido's court. In Act 2, Scene 1, Aeneas enters the court and starts recounting his tale, especially due to Dido's request. While no one is looking, Venus takes away the real Ascanius, who is Aeneas' son, and replaces him with Cupid, who is in disguise as him. In Act 3, Scene 1, Cupid is disguised as Ascanius and does his work on Dido, and she begins behaving erratically. She dismisses Erebus, a potential suitor for her, and begins to tell her sister, Anna, about her newfound love for Aeneas. Anna listens very intently, very happy for her sister, but she has a secret. She's in love with Erebus herself. In Act 3, Scene 4, Dido and Aeneas confess their love in the storm that Juno created. In Act 4, Scene 1, the storm ends and they emerge. In Act 4, Scene 2, Erebus believes he's being punished by the gods, so he makes a sacrifice to Jupiter. Or he tries. Because Anna comes out of nowhere and says, "You should love me instead," but he low-key doesn't with that. In Act 4, Scene 3, Mercury appears to Aeneas in a dream and a message from Jupiter saying, "Go to Italy." Connected to his fate, he decides to go anyway. In Act 4, Scene 4, Dido finds out. She's mad. Aeneas caves in and says that he'll stay. He really does love her, but Dido doesn't trust him, so she tells them to take away Ascanius and all the things he can do to sail away. In Act 5, Hermes tells Aeneas he needs to go to Italy, and also he has Ascanius. Aeneas realizes that his brother is pretending to be his son and his mother was in on it. Dido and Anna try to convince him to stay again, but Aeneas knows better this time and sails away anyways. Distraught, Dido creates a fire with Erebus and Anna and throws herself into the flames. Anna calls for Erebus, and he sees this and throws himself into the flames. Anna, with no sister and no lover, throws herself into the flames.